What's up guys, Luke here with Luke's Points and Miles, and today I want to do a review on two no annual fee Chaseink business cards. I want to go over the cards, their new welcome offers, which are pretty awesome by the way. I also want to talk about how they may fit into a Points and Miles cashback or a Chase exclusive strategy. These two cards can be extremely valuable additions to just about any lineup. But first, if you are new to the channel, I talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you need to keep up on that information, slap that subscribe button. And if at any time during this completely free and unsponsored video, you get any entertainment or value, do me a favor and click the like button just to let me know. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. Let's start out with what I consider the least interesting of the two cards, and that is the Chaseink Business Unlimited. Now, this card, like I said before, has no annual fee, and it also comes with a 0% APR in the first 12 months of opening the card. Normally on the channel, we never recommend carrying a balance on any of your credit cards because we never want to pay a penny of interest. However, with 0% APR, if you needed to make a few business purchases, or hey, if life happens, I understand. 0% can come in handy if you are disciplined enough to make sure it's all paid off before the end of that 12-month period. Now, for everyone's favorite part, does the card have a bonus? Right now, the card comes with what I would consider a huge bonus. The card earns 90,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points for just $6,000 of spend in 3 months. That is much better than the previous bonus. These UR points can be redeemed in a variety of ways, and I'm hoping if you are watching this video, you are at least somewhat aware of this. UR points are versatile, so they can be redeemed for cash, statement credit, travel within the Chase travel portal, or they can be moved to another card such as the Sapphire card or the Ink Business Preferred card. In doing so, this unlocks even more options such as transferring to Chase travel partners or redeeming in the travel portal with a bonus of 25 or 50%. So what does the card earn? Well, here comes the least interesting part. I mentioned it earlier. The card earns 1.5x on everything. For some reason, Chase will not budge on that 1.5x and give us the 2x earning card we all want. Chase customers don't seem to mind, but if you ask me, it's fairly annoying. That doesn't mean this card doesn't have a place in our wallet. Let's look at some of the benefits on this no annual fee business card. The card has some travel protections, but it's not likely going to be used for travel because this card comes with a 3% foreign transaction fee. So if you plan on traveling abroad, overseas, or to another country, don't use this card. The key benefits this card can provide though is purchase protection, $10,000 for 120 days for anything stolen or damaged, and there is a $50,000 limit per account. I couldn't find the answer when I looked, but I'm curious, is this $50,000 per account across all cards or just this one? Either way, I'd say something pretty crazy is going on if you're getting close to that cap. The card also has extended warranty protection. This card will extend the warranty an extra year on existing warranties of 3 years or less. Now, the sister card of the Ink is the Chaseink Business Cash Card. In my opinion, this one is far more interesting and offers a lot as far as optionality within a system. This card offers the same great bonus of 90,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points for just $6,000 spent in 90 days. The card offers the same benefits as the Unlimited as far as the purchase protection and the warranty protection. It also has the same 3% foreign transaction fee, and it offers the same 0% APR for the first 12 months of opening the card. But it differs greatly in how it earns. The Chase Business Ink Cash still earns UR points that can be used in the same way as the Unlimited, but it earns 5x back on the first $25,000 combined spend each anniversary year in the following categories: office supply stores. We're going to talk a little more about that later. And cable, internet, and phone services. The card earns 2 times back on the first $25,000 in combined spend each anniversary year at gas stations and restaurants. 1 times back on everything else. So those are the specs for each of these cards. Great bonuses and great overall cards when you consider neither of them has an annual fee. Now, why should we get them, and what are some of the ways we can maximize these two cards? Well, for one, they both have phenomenal bonuses. Getting both cards within a short period of time will yield you at least 195,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. If you're curious what you can do with that, check out my series called Maximum Value Redemptions, where I show you how to use transferable currencies to fly to some amazing destinations on some pretty fancy flights. Huge bonuses aside, let's see how we can use these cards to our advantage. They are business credit cards, so if you do need to carry a balance on one of these cards, it will not report to your personal credit reports. And it won't hurt our credit utilization portion of our credit score. This also comes into play if you have a larger purchase, like a really cool watch. In theory, you could take a few months to pay it off with no interest and feel confident that if something bad happens, you have $10,000 in purchase protection behind that purchase. Also, since these are business cards, they will not count against our Chase 524 status. So if you're looking at getting more personal or consumer Chase credit cards, like that awesome new Instacart card, kidding, then you can rest assured the Ink card will not slow you down. Some other things to note about throwing the Ink cards into your strategy is the office supply store bonus. This is one of the most used strategies with Chase and the Chase Ink cash cards. At office supply stores, you can generally purchase gift cards. Now, coming from a primarily Amex setup, I don't purchase many gift cards. Amex is very sensitive about folks purchasing gift cards and gaming their spend in general, but for whatever reason, Chase does not seem to mind this at all. If one were to use their Chase Ink cash card to purchase gift cards, such as gift cards to places or retailers you are already going to be purchasing from, then you would be essentially getting 5 times back on all those purchases. This can sometimes also be used to purchase Visa debit cards when there are sales that waive the activation fee or the fee is less than 5%. Folks will sometimes use these Visa debit cards to pay utility bills and basically anything that would not otherwise grant them a very good bonus for that spend. I must admit that I have not done much of this, so I can't speak to specifics as far as which Visa cards work for what. And I don't think that I will ever be a specific topic on the channel, but read between the lines and experiment on what works for you and then look at the math. 5 times Chase UR points on purchases that may otherwise only earn 1.5 Chase UR points on $25,000 in purchases in an anniversary year. With a store-specific or Visa gift card strategy executed properly, your Chase UR points earnings could grow from $37,500 to $125,000 Chase UR points. Now, obviously, that is an extreme example, and I know that a lot of folks don't have that amount of spend in the other category, and even more folks would not want to spend that much on gift cards. Not to mention, the cards generally have a maximum dollar amount, sometimes as low as $200. So we're talking about a lot of work, in my opinion, to play that game. I want the Chase Ink cash card, and I will likely partake in some amount of gift card purchases at office supply stores, but I will not be making that a part-time job just to earn a few more points. Now, for some of the Ink cards. Some of these, I will admit, are nitpicking, but these cards may be more difficult to be approved for. They're business cards, and there's a chance Chase will want some type of documentation. One way around that, I think, or to give you a better shot at being approved, would be to have a business checking account with Chase. These cards are also subject to the 524 rules approval. Now, the cards don't count against 524, but you still need to be under 524 to get them. As far as the unlimited goes, 1.5x is below the industry standard of 2x, so I can see some folks not being interested in using that card at all after getting the bonus. Another issue is that although the Ink cash card does earn 5 times on cell phone services, it doesn't provide any cell phone protection. With phones being over $1,000 now, it's nice to use a card with that type of protection, such as the Chase Business Ink Preferred or the Capital One Venture X. The final con is, although this duo is amazing in my opinion, it still requires another card to unlock the superpowers of the Chase transfer partners. To get the most value out of your Chase UR points, you'll need the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Sapphire Reserve, or the Chase Business Ink Preferred. Be on the lookout for videos about those cards in the near future. Guys, that's all I have today. Remember to check out my links in the description. Those links allow me to make free, unsponsored content, and they support the channel. Guys, if you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you, and I thank you.